Our next speaker is a serial entrepreneur with over 15 years of leadership experience. He started out young. At the age of 13, he started his first business, a computer manufacturing and programming consulting company, and had a successful exit of over $1.6 million by the age of 15. I think at that age, I was still asking my parents for allowance. So, speaking on the topic of mining within the bear market, is there any hidden profitability? Please put your hands together to welcome the CEO of VBit Technologies, Dan Vo.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As Anne introduced, my name is Dan Vo. I am the founder and CEO of VBit Technologies. And today, I will be talking to you about mining in a bear market, which we are currently in a bear market, as most of you might already know and should know, right? But is that really a bad thing? Or is there hidden profitability behind it? And as all of you should already know, the last 11 months has been brutal for the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency industry. Prices have been plummeting. Bitcoin price has been free falling. And in the mining market, Bitcoin miners, they have two things that they have to worry about: the Bitcoin price and the mining difficulty level, right? Because of course, those two things, the first thing is the Bitcoin price, but more importantly, it is the Bitcoin mining difficulty level, because it directly affects profitability. As Bitcoin mining difficulty levels increase, profitability goes down. The amount of Bitcoins you're able to mine with a specified hash rate decreases. So it just has that inverse relationship. And over the last 11 months, as Bitcoin prices have plummeted, difficulty levels still continue to rise, which means that over the last 11 months, mining profitability has decreased drastically, which is, at face value, a bad thing, right? But let me tell you, it's actually not a bad thing. This is actually the best time to get into Bitcoin mining, and I'll tell you why. If you take a look at this chart right here, what this chart shows is the historical Bitcoin difficulty level over from 2010 all the way to current day. And as you can see, we have already went through a few bear markets. And as you can see, during bear markets, the difficulty has, the growth of the difficulty level has actually slowed down, level off, and eventually even decrease over time. Because as it increases, the Bitcoin miners with higher electricity prices, they turn unprofitable, so they have to turn off their miners, right? But if that's the case, why is the Bitcoin price going down and the difficulty level still continuing to go up? That is what you might be wondering right now. And the reason behind that is just simply people tend to lag behind market movements. And what I mean by that is when the Bitcoin price drops a little bit, what most people do is they think that Bitcoin price is going to come back immediately. And that's what they're hoping for. But then, they don't time the market correctly. They continue to turn on miners, and it just increases the mining difficulty level just for a short period of time until they realize that they made a mistake. So they'll cut their losses right there, and then they'll turn off their miners, and eventually the mining difficulty level decreases. So as you can see in this chart right here, when a bear market begins, mining difficulty level generally continues to go up just for a short period of time until these miners, they cut their losses. And then the mining difficulty level starts to level off and eventually decrease, which over time cancels out the lost profits from the decreasing Bitcoin price, because with the decrease in mining difficulty level, you're able to mine more Bitcoins with the same amount of hash power. So it just eliminates the losses from the Bitcoin price reductions. And when the market turns from a bear market into a bull market, these same people, they lag behind market movements. They'll think that, oh, it's just a dead cat bounce or just a normal fluctuation in the market. So they don't get into the market until they see prolonged periods of price increases. And then they'll jump on the bandwagon. They'll get into the market again at the wrong time, just to realize, like they're coming in at the high. But when these guys, they turn off their Bitcoin miners at a time when they realize that they have to cut their losses, it allows the people still in the game to benefit from increased mining outputs, to benefit from not having to upgrade their hardware so frequently, because rising difficulty level increases the rate that you have to upgrade your hardware, because your hardware is just becoming obsolete. And then because they kept it on during that lag time period where it switches to a bull market, they actually double benefit. One, from the increasing price of Bitcoins. Second, from the increased mining outputs from that same amount of hash power that they had. And people, most people, they tend to have a follower's mentality. They just chase the market instead of positioning themselves in the right position to take advantage of different market movements. But the big question you might have right now is, during that time period when Bitcoin price is coming down, difficulty level is still going up, what are they supposed to do? Like, how do you stay in the game? And the thing is, mining during a bear market, it actually allows you to get lower overall cost to getting set up. Mining hardware, the prices are a lot lower, as most of you might already know. Time costs is a lot lower, because when you're mining, it takes time to set up the infrastructure to get all of these rigs online. And if you're trying to get your rigs online during a bull market, you're wasting valuable time when the price is increasing and then eventually the mining difficulty level is increasing. So by the time you get the rigs online, you're actually starting to lose money or not really make a lot of money anyway. So these miners on the small scale that are chasing behind the market, they actually have the lowest potential gain rate, but yet they have the highest risk of loss. And the guys with the scalability, with the efficiency, they're able to stay in the game, and they're able to take advantage of all of these benefits right here. And during a bear market cycle, you actually get increased mining outputs, your machines last longer, so your earnings are more stable overall. And only the most efficient miners actually stay in the game. Because as the profitability decreases, the guys with inefficiencies, the guys that can't scale, the small individuals that are trying to mine, they actually start to lose a lot of money first, so they'll have to turn off their rigs first. And then the medium scale guys, the guys who doesn't have high efficiency, goes next, leaving only the people with the highest efficiency in the game, and that's how you profit in the mining game over the long run. But how do you get this scalability? Because big operations that can scale like that actually cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars, to set up the infrastructure, to set up a large operation like that. And this is where we come in. This is where VBit Technologies can help. We are actually a marketing technology company that is currently servicing the mining industry. Through our proprietary software, we're able to pool individuals' capacities together to leverage each other's capacity to get that level of efficiency, that level of scalability that you need to stay in the game. And through strategic partnerships and our proprietary software, we're able to host end users miners at various data centers all around the US in areas that are powered by renewable energy that offers the lowest electricity costs in the world. And that's why we're able to offer the lowest maintenance and hosting fees in the industry. And through leveraging our unique referral business and our proprietary software, we were able to gain a revenue compounded annual growth rate of over 3,100%, despite the falling Bitcoin costs. And through leveraging this successful and profitable model, people are actually not losing any transparency either using our model. Because through our proprietary software, end users can select their own mining pools, have their own mining accounts, where they basically can control their hash rate in real time. So they can log in at any time, verify that the miners are online and in working condition, and all of their coins that they mine gets delivered directly to their Bitcoin wallets without having to go through the company or anything like that, like some of our other competitors. So this this model eliminates the risk to get scammed, which is one of the biggest problems for the cryptocurrency industry right now to attain mass adoption. And we in the industry, we have to figure out more ways to provide this level of transparency to consumers, to end users, so they would feel more comfortable to put money into our industry and help our industry grow. And through leveraging this model and our leadership's experience combined experience of over 100 years in networking, marketing, sales, we are currently we're able to develop a new system called VLink, which is powered by VBit tokens. And what VLink does is it connects manufacturers, retailers, and consumers together. It's a MarTech software that is powered by AI and blockchain technology and has the potential to revolutionize the whole shopping value chain. It allows manufacturers, retailers to connect directly with targeted audiences with no added costs, allows them to reduce cost on inefficient coupon distribution, promotional distribution, which is actually costing manufacturers and retailers billions of dollars every single year. Because in the US alone, manufacturers and retailers distribute over $570 billion worth of coupons each year. Yet only a little bit over $3 billion get redeemed. That means that consumers are actually leaving almost $570 billion on the table in savings that they could have kept in their pocket. And they're leaving it on the table simply because they don't know about it, and it's just a hassle with the current system to sit there, flip through newspapers, flip through magazines, clip coupons, and then try to redeem it at a place that most small businesses don't actually accept coupons because of the cumbersome procedures that they have to go through in order to get reimbursed from the manufacturer. So this actually VLink eliminates that whole process for the retailer, for the merchant. And it allows manufacturers and the promotional makers to connect with consumers directly without having to go through third parties and spending billions of dollars every single year. And it allows consumers to find deals and savings on everyday purchases, on things that they already purchase every single day. And it also allows them to earn rewards by just sharing deals with their friends, with their social networks, on products that they already love. And to find out more information, please visit us at our booth in the exhibition hall, and also come listen to our EXP20 pitch tomorrow at about 2:25, I believe. And right now, to distribute the VBT tokens that's going to power VLink, we're actually doing a free giveaway. So if you log on to getvbt.io, simply by joining our email list with your name and your email, you're going to be reserving your free VBT tokens. And the earlier people that signs up, they get a bigger proportion of free VBT tokens than the later ones. So, yeah, thank you. And I still have about 5 minutes left for questions. If you guys have questions, yes, sir. So break even is always dependent on what that individual's costs are, right? Mainly the electricity rate. The most efficient miners are always going to be profitable. That's how the network stays in place. Oh, I'm sorry.
So they can,
oh, okay. Oh, just throw it to?
Yeah.
Okay. And over the last month, the Bitcoin mining difficulty level actually has already decreased. So it's already starting. So right now is actually the best time to start, like mining, because all of the inefficient miners are already turning off their miners, and at only almost a little bit under $4,000 Bitcoin price. Most people around the world, because the average electricity rate around the world for end users is roughly between 11 to 12 cents on average. And at that price, they're not profitable right now. So they have to leverage scalability and efficiency in order to get profitable. So right now, the mining difficulty level has already decreased. And for the efficient miners, they're already experiencing higher profits. Throw it?
Yeah, go ahead.
OK. Uh-oh. Good catch.
What is this for again? This is
just to ask a question.
Right. Is there a speaker? Oh, there is. All right. What are your thoughts on miner behavior that took place in the recent Bitcoin Cash hash wars and how that impacted the entire ecosystem?
Well, I feel like obviously there was two distinct camps for that Bitcoin Cash fork, right? And there was a lot of manipulation in the market, and because there was manipulation, it caused the mainstream people that are still in the industry to kind of lose faith in the mechanisms that Satoshi had already put into that Satoshi had built into place, making them feel like, oh, that 21 million cap is not even a real number, because all these guys are going to, like just fork here, fork there. But in reality, even though they fork, they can't bring the user base, like the whole user base with them. And each time they split, they're actually hurting themselves, and they're actually hurting, like the cryptocurrency market as a whole, until we can get a consensus together and allow, like one. Well, basically, there's going to be, because different coins have different uses. So but all of the coins that kind of like just is a replica of each other, eventually they're going to fade out, and there will be, like a winner. Yep. So each use is going to end up with one coin.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Turn off my mic, please. Thanks. I'm afraid that's all the time we have. Thank you very much, Danvo. That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you,
round
guys.
of applause for Danvo, please.